Bueno, bueno, bueno. 1, 2, 3. Aquí probando, probando. Vamos a transmitir el, el juego de Genshin Impact. Por si alguien está viendo. Gracias. Gracias, Juegos, por un nuevo seguidor. Es de... Ah, cabrón. ¿De dónde es ese nuevo seguidor? Gracias, compa. Se aprecia tu apoyo. Todavía sigo configurando esto. Ahí está. Gracias, compa. Espero y sigas ahí viendo. Vamos a subir una misión aquí del Genshin Impact.
Conqueror of demons.
Ya
Some
se
of
fue.
these names have never come up in the intel the Fatui gets hold of. As a returning gift, I too have information for you. Regarding the Archon's passing, the Liu Cixing's response really has given me food for thought. They've announced that, as the true killer has not yet been found, they are not allowing anyone to pay their respects to the Exuvia. They've even gone so far as to try and cut off information. But with the right of dissension and all, even the Qixing isn't able to keep a lid on things.
Exuvia?
It's common knowledge in Liyue that Rex Lapis is also an Adeptus. The Geo-Archon is also the god of contracts, and is also known as the Exuvia, prime of the Adepti. The mighty and illuminated Adepti of today all signed contracts to protect Liyue way back then.
Guess that explains why they're all so focused on Liyue's well-being.
Naturally, they both have the responsibility and the aptitude for the job. If the ruling Qixing became unable to perform their duty properly, the Adepti have the right to take corrective action. The Geo-Archon's spirit has risen, so why would the Qixing hide his vessel? Truly suspicious.
Oh, right! He's the whole reason we came here! If the Liyue Qixing has locked up Exuvia and won't let anyone near, then our quest to find the Seven is already over.
Oh? You're trying to find the Seven? And just why might that be, pray tell? Nice answer. A knight that gets duped by the Fatui would really be no knight at all now, would they? But I can help you with that too, you know.
Really?
Give me some time. Time to find someone. Someone who can help you break through this stalemate.
Gracias, Maisnaki.
Truly
¿Qué onda,
fascinating.
Maisnaki?
The harder they try to silence
¿A
the
poco ya saliste de
situation,
chambear,
the greater the chaos that
compa?
erupts. If you want to be around to see it all come crashing down, best you stay alive until we next meet, yes?
Me faltan 300 proto. Yo ya completé lo de 20. Lo de 20 vueltas. Bueno, lo de 20 deseos.
What should I put in my...
¿Qué tal si me dijeran el adorable?
Gracias, Manaki, por compartir. Ah, cabrón, ¿no era ella? Ah, no, todavía no desbloqueo ningún personaje. Estaba yo empezando. Ahorita que termine el envío voy a girar el. ¿Qué digo? Ahorita que termine la misión voy a girar el gachapón.
Welcome, friend of child, and congratulations on the first day of your illustrious career with the Fatui. You sound remarkably sure of yourself. Remember, we are mere mortals. Our ideas are fluid like water. Only the Tsaritsa truly has a
Voy a
will
ver,
as
voy a
solid as the
girar a ver qué
permafrost.
personaje nuevo me
But
toca.
back to the matter at hand.
¿Qué
Child tells me
qué
that
tal
he
me
is
va con la
up at his
suerte?
end of your agreement.
What agreement? Oh, the thing about him helping us find a guy?
Correct. Child promised he would find someone to break the stalemate. And the Harbingers do not break their promises lightly.
Ah, where is that guy anyway?
Child is currently at Leoli Pavilion.
El pabellón de Luis.
Oh, Paimon knows this one.
Pinche Paimon saben todo.
There are two styles of cooking in Liyue, known as Li style and Yue style. They have been competing for centuries, but neither has emerged as the clear winner. The flagship restaurant of the Li style is the Lili Pavilion. The owner especially chose to open the restaurant at Feiyuan Slope so they could compete face to face with the Shinyue kiosk, which is the flagship restaurant of the Yue style.
Con lo de comida y bebida.
Don't talk to Paimon like that. Anyway, Paimon's hungry. Let's get moving.
Esa Paimon es un desmadre. No joda, yo quiero un banco que abra a las 12 de la noche.
Aha, you made it. As promised, I have found someone who can help you. Someone who can solve the mystery of why the Liyue Qixing would hide the Geo Archon's vessel.
Misterio de las siete estrellas ocultas. Tratos de
Where
blanco.
is he? In Lili Pavilion?
He certainly is. Come, I'll introduce you. I took the liberty of setting up a business dinner, as per the Liyue custom.
Una cena de negocios. Pinche Paimon. Nada más piensa en comer.
Welcome back, sir. You honor us with your patronage. Mr. Zhongli is awaiting your arrival in the room you booked.
La mejor compañera de viaje, Paimon. Semarnat.
Hi. Allow me to introduce Mr. Zhong Li, consultant to an organization known as Wang Sheng, and a trusted associate of the Fatui.
Una organización llamada El Camino.
Indeed, Wang Sheng's line of work can be sensitive at times. Let's just say they understand when discretion is needed. And we, the Fatui, have always been glad to do business with friends who walk in the shadows.
Walk in the shadows?
It is an honor to meet you. I have heard tell of you from Mondstadt.
Discretion? Shadows? Is Wangshan some kind of business involving dealing with people?
Indeed, it is as you have guessed. The Wangsheng Funeral Parlor organizes burials. We ensure that those who pass on do so in peace.
Huh?
Did you think he was some sort of hired killer? The Fatui calls many such people friends, but the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor does not dabble in such business. Well, ostensibly. Well, they are still... I shouldn't say too much. In any case, I brought you to meet Mr. Zhong Li because...
Because I can bring you to see Rex Lapis's vessel.
What?
Don't be so surprised. Sure, the Geo-Archon's body has been squirreled away by order of the Tianquan Ningguang. But first, let's hear what Mr. Zhong Li has to say, shall we?
¿Cómo
Rex
se llaman
Lapis
los
may be the
protas?
prime of Adepti.
Ni...
He is ultimately
No
an
he checado el
Adeptus.
nombre de los protas.
Many Adepti have
Ni
left
puta
us over
idea.
the millennia. This is the inexorable trend.
Me imagino
The
que Yin y
times have
Yang.
changed. You must have felt it too when you were at Jueun Karst. Archons go by many names. The god of contracts, the god of commerce, the warrior god, Morax, Rex Lapis. Is the idea that he also has
Uno
the
le pone
title of
nuestros
Adeptus
nombres,
so
pero al otro no.
strange? As you have seen, the
Es
time of
así,
the
quién sabe
Adepti
cómo
is
se llamará.
ending, and the time of
Pongámosle el
mankind
hermano del prota.
is slowly dawning.
Ella,
In
para que
years
no se ofenda
past, Leo's
la generación de
tradition was that a
cristal.
huge memorial service be held to mark the passing of every Adeptus. But this time, the Qixing have made no attempt whatsoever to respect this tradition. It is sacrilege.
Yeah, the killer hasn't even been caught yet.
Deicide or not, the concern of the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor is this. When the ritual to receive this god is so kingly, it is all the more egregious for his final send-off to go unattended to. Traveler, Child has told me a lot about you. Since you have had dealings with the Animo Archon, could I ask...
A wise decision. The Tianquan Ningguang has forbidden anyone from accessing Rex Lapis's vessel, which of course you would need to access if you were to achieve your goal of meeting all of the seven.
Precisely. Only by participating in the rite of parting will you be able to see the form of Rex Lapis again. If we are agreed, come with me. We will speak of the details as we walk.
Vamos a ver de qué trata Rex Lapis.
All right, my bridge building work here is done. Turned out well, didn't it? You can go if you want to. Don't worry about me. I might just have a few more drinks. and get
Sí,
acquainted with these things
sí,
they
cierto.
call
No
shark
había,
sticks in the
no
meantime.
había yo prestado atención en eso. Que mi personaje se llama ASP. Es la abreviación, ¿no? A ver, aquí qué hay. Entonces, no hay nada que saquear aquí. Ah, cabrón, ¿dónde está la puerta aquí? ¿Dónde está la puerta? Ahí. Ahí está.
After having experienced the land of the absentee Archon, traveler, how does it feel to know that our Archon and Adepti are here all around you in Liyue? I see. So you're that sort of person. It's not a bad thing. But I suppose you have yet to experience the substance of Liyue's 3,700 years of divinity.
3700 años, no joda.
Should prove to be an enlightening part of your travels. Liyue is the most prosperous of the 7 nations, defended by deities and ruled by the Qixing. As such, the diplomatic maneuverings of the Fatui have gained no purchase here. Ningguang of the Qixing has always been on her guard against the Fatui. That is in all likelihood why Child wants to make use of the Wangsheng funeral.
Me hubiera descargado las voces en japonés.
Huh. What would Child get out of us doing the rite of parting anyway?
I neither know nor do I wish to know. As far as I am concerned, the Fatui are merely financial sponsors. I only wish for Liyue's traditions to endure. These are the advance funds that Child has provided. If you use them up, you can go to him to apply for any subsequent funding.
Wow.
Well then, let us be off.
Inconscientemente
The
yo
first
pensé
step
eso.
in our preparations
Justo al
shall be
principio.
to obtain some
Sí,
prize
man, aquí te
Noctilus
aparece el
jade
nombre.
worthy of a deity.
Órale. Ah, pues la verdad era, no sé. Así se quedó y así se va a quedar. Así que, ¿qué se lo puede hacer? A ver si no se escuchan los balazos del Roblox. Ah, cabrón, ¿a poco voy a dejar en articuloso eso?
Welcome to the Jade Mystery, my good friend. It's cheap and it's fun, and who knows, you just might...
Betting? No.
Noctilucus jade, of radiant grade at the very least.
Radiant grade, Noctilucus Jade? I see. You're not a tourist. What do you think? The Jade Mystery is an old name in the jade business. Just look at that wonderful quality. Rex Lapis doesn't often bless us with such finery. Go on, pick whichever one you like.
These 3 pieces really do look pretty. Not like the
El
ones
rico
you
humillando al
usually
pobre.
pick
¿Por
up.
qué rico?
But how do we pick? Should we just grab one and go?
No podemos confiar en si gana la vida apostando.
Very good. It seems you have learned some tricks of the trade.
¿Por qué rico? ¿De qué o qué?
Mr. Zhongli, how
Soy
should we
pobre
pick
como
from
la
these
mayoría.
pieces of Noctilucus Jade?
Oh? You want me to decide? That is fine as well. If it were me, the answer would be simple.
Oh? And that would be...
I'll take them all, boss.
Oh, you act with such panache, good sir. I always knew you were not a man of ordinary caliber.
Oh, wait, boss! That one didn't count! We need to discuss it again! Hey! If we only need one for the ritual, aren't we wasting 3 times the more if we buy them all?
Ya.
Oh, Mora. It is as you say. I suppose I overlooked this particular
No
aspect
había
of the
pensado en ese
transaction.
aspecto de la transacción.
How do you not think about Mora when buying things?
If one must always consider Mora before
Ese es
acting,
Rex. Ah,
then in
cabrón.
all things one is bound by Mora.
Pinche vato, ya me estás haciendo spoiler.
All Mora is currency, but not all currency is Mora.
What? Is this how the rich live?
Así como viven los.
Well, he knows a lot about big money, but not a lot about big savings.
No need to waver. Even when I am constrained by Mora, I have ways of working around my limitations. Evaluating the quality of Noctilucous jade is indeed very tricky. As crude ore, there is little difference in texture, lustrousness, and internal pattern between good and bad jade. Only after the item made using Noctilucous jade has taken shape will you be able to see whether it is up to par or not. If you return to those crafty merchants to quibble,
O sea que ya hiciste estas
saying
misiones.
that your crafting bench is to blame, or that your heat control was poor.
Whoa! To think it's that easy to get cheated.
But there is a way to truly evaluate this jade. And a true insider would know it. A fool sees the pointer and misses the mark.
No diré nada que la guerra se aproxima. Ah, no,
If you
mejor.
point at the moon with your finger, a wise man knows that you are pointing at the moon, while a fool will only see the finger. The patterns, the facade, these are all the finger. Noctilucous jade is a mystical stone used to light up the darkness, and so its brightness is the important thing.
¿Qué? ¿Ya conseguiste algunas nuevas recetas?
Noctilucous jade of
¿O
excellent
sigues
quality
estancado?
would have superior pyro affinity. In other words, the bluer and brighter the luster of the ore under high temperature, the higher its quality. I have imparted the priceless secrets of the jade trade to you. Now, all that's left is to put it into practice.
Ahora, Ratrix.
Priceless, huh? Hyman's just said that we might never be able to use
Naguara.
it yet. We're back to buy some rocks, boss. But can you let us burn them first?
Que ya me spoilaste que viene la guerra.
You can't do that, my friends. If you were to do so, what would I have to sell? That would... Well, fine. As you wish, then. How about this?
¿Qué onda,
I can take a
Ratrix?
small
Ya te habías
sample of
desaparecido un rato.
Cree. I'll take a bit of a loss. We'll count it as a friendly gesture.
Don't worry, I know the rules. As long as we can prove that it is good jade, you
Que
will
ya
not
me
take a
spoileaste
loss.
que la guerra se avecina también.
All right, take these as samples. I've carved them off with a knife and tagged them to boot.
Aren't these too thin? Even paper's thicker. No, even a bug's wings are thicker. These are almost see-through.
Qué tacaño.
Stingy? I've already been very generous. Any more and you may as well have my neck.
But wouldn't
Masnaki no ve los comentarios porque está desde Facebook.
It can't be helped. Trying to deprive a merchant of his profits would be like
En algunos
forcing a
comentarios no lo ve.
ravenous wolf to vomit up the food in its
Los
stomach.
comentarios no los ve Masnaki.
Under the right conditions,
Los...
these
Ah, ya me
good
enredé.
spices will serve.
What sort of conditions?
While we add the high temperatures
Tus
using
comentarios,
powder,
Ratrix, no los ve
we can
Masnaki
use
porque
high
está viendo el en
temperature
vivo
reinforce it
directamente
from
desde
within.
Facebook.
This way, the
Y en
samples
el
will not
video creo que
disintegrate
casi
immediately.
ni se distinguen.
Oh, sir, to think you were this learned. Thank you for your understanding.
Strictly speaking, asking for samples when we have not yet agreed to purchase the goods is unfair. Trade in Liyue must be based upon fairness.
Well, guess we just need to find a place to try this out. You mean at Wanmin Restaurant? As long as we do it when she's not in.
That would not do. It is a place where people come and go. They would be endangered if the elemental reaction were to get out of control.
Y mi internet no me permite ver el directo en Full HD. De hecho, no es en Full HD. Es 720. No me da mi computadora para subir videos en 1080. Y mucho menos en 4K. La mayoría de... Bueno, todos mis streamings son en 720. No sé si puedo. Una muestra de Jade. Dice...
How?
Vamos a ver. No, aún no. Anoche jugué nada más media hora. Es que ya con eso del competitivo de que ya todo el mundo le metió varo y todo el mundo tiene a Cronos, como que ya no se juega igual. Yo sé que es una ventaja muy grande, pero pues para uno que quiere llevar el juego sin varo, así pues. ¿Qué? Me estafaron. Esa ardilla me debió de haber dado 2 cachos de carne.
It must be said that the famed liquor of the land of pastorals is far better than Sumeru's frigid snake wine.
Más aquí no lo puedo hacer moderador porque está desde Facebook. Si me viera desde ¿cómo se llama? Se me fue el nombre. Si me viera directamente desde Bulla, así lo podría hacer. Sí lo podría hacer. Sí. Sóbate. Sóbate. Lo descargó, pero no sé qué. ¿A poco ya salió el Max? El que viene con sus en HD supuestamente. Dice derrota. Aquí todavía hay un puñetas. Lo descargo, pero no sé qué hacer. Pues nada más. Para hacerte moderador, nada más es de que descargues la aplicación y me busques con el número que aparece ahí en pantalla. Y ya yo te pongo, ¿cómo se llama? Te pongo de administrador. No es la gran cosa. como
Those
moderador.
churros sure have big
Nada más pues
appetites.
ver el video y compartir lo que hacen normalmente. Nada más que sí, me cuenta más que vean directamente. Bueno, en este caso me contaría más que me vean directamente de la página de, o sea, de la aplicación de Buya que de,
This soup looks like it could be used as our
¿cómo se llama?
hydro-elemental
Que de
protection.
Facebook.
Let's
Aunque de
fire it
Facebook
up
pues
and
atrae
begin
más
our
clientela.
experiment.
Ahí la barrita ya la cambié, ahora tengo que llegar, ahora me puse la propuesta de llegar a los 1000 seguidores, pero pues ahí va poco a poquito, apenas se han suscrito 2. Ah, sí, ¿cómo se llama? En el Buya te dan, si ves el video en vivo directamente desde Buya, te dan objetos para el free. Te dan objetos, ya puede ser una cajita, de vez en cuando te sueltan
Pyro,
diamantes.
remember which one of the three is which. Use Pyro to keep making the pot hotter until we get the results we need. Mr. Zhongli said that the shinier and bluer the ore gets, the better it is. So, pay close attention.
Y los tickets azules para, ándale, los tickets azules para mandar fogatitos para que, bueno, se supone que las fogatas son para que venga más a la audiencia, que es puro choro, ¿verdad? Pero
Whoa, that light came from the first Noctilucous Jade. Hilly trolls are surrounding us again. Were they attracted by the light? Such nosy neighbors. Let's take care of them and continue again after.
oye, Ratrix, hazme un parote. Chécame si todavía se puede hacer lo de una llamada directamente ahí desde el... Porque yo una vez vi que podías hacer llamadas directamente ahí en el... que podías hacer llamadas directamente de ahí de... ¿Cómo se llama? De Buya. ¿Todavía está esa opción o ya la quitaron? ¡Ah, la madre! Ah, es solo para los espectadores. Oh, vale, Gerber. O sea, no me puedo... Qué estafa. Sí, porque estaba yo pensando en hacer eso.
That light came from the second Noctilucous Jade, didn't it? More hilly trolls. They don't give up, do they? Looks like they're mad that we ruined their food.
No jodas. Morí, ni cuenta me di.
Oh no! I'll protect us.
Y no lo puede. En la computadora no me deja. ¿Quién queda? Ah, queda nada más.
Let's dance.
O una cuenta bot. Estaría bueno eso. Porque sí. Lo que pasa. No llegarás a lo. Eso sí. ¡Ah! ¡Corre, corre, corre! ¡Ah! Ah, no. Ya es hora que te den tus madrazos. No mames, no le llegó. Vamos a darle fuego, vamos a darle fuego.
Oh, that's bright! Too bright! That was the third Noctilucous Jade, wasn't it? It was so much shinier than the rest. Let's go with that one. Let's head back to the Jade Mystery to buy some jade, shall we?
¿Verdad? ¿Tú le subiste? Madre, que no te escuchaba. ¿Por qué madre le sube? ¿Por qué madre le sube? Ah, porque quisiste. Ah, pues así, nada más porque quisiste ya no te voy a dejar arrancar. Ah, tengo que estar peleando con estas pinches madres. Disculpen que se oye, pero pues, ni modo. Chamba es
Bet you can't
chamba.
keep up with me.
Con esas madres, pues, aquí yo veo el juego. A ver, a ver. ¿Ya le volviste a subir? Mamá se vale, ¿eh? ¿Qué onda más aquí? Ah, ya.
You're back, my friends. I've kept the goods for you. Which of them would...
Me llevaré el primer jade. ¿Cuál era? Creo que era el segundo. Ya ni supe cuál era. Creo que era el segundo.
Huh? No, it wasn't that one. Paimon remembers that it wasn't very bright. Think a bit harder. Huh? No, it wasn't that one. Think a bit harder.
Dos veces la cajeteé. Ah, ahorita te doy tu poder. Ahí está tu poder.
No problem. If you have your eye on this one, you can have it.
Then we'll take a box of the third type of jade.
Done. All the same, and pardon me for asking, but I'm...
I suppose it would not hurt to tell you.
Parting? Oh, dear. I'd heard the rumors, but had given much thought to them. This means that...
Ya estás, ya estás más aquí.
Oh, it's hard to believe. Even though the Jade Mystery has been in decline, we have always been under his protection. It is said that when our lord lost his way while going incognito in the city 200 years ago, it was a spoon from the Jade Mystery that he had used to sample the local delights. Alas, alas, all things must pass. Well, if this is to...
Are you sure? You didn't want to even give us an inch before.
If not for our lord's protection, the city wouldn't exist as it does now. No proprietor could earn money off such a thing.
¿Eh?
I'm sure Rexlap is
Dos
with
más.
your sentiment, boss.
In the safe hands of the Liu Chising.
All right. Thank you, my friends. What's with me getting all sentimental like this? I'll practically be giving away all my fortune at this rate.
Now that we've made our choice, let's take this Noctilucous jade back.
Hey, wait a minute. He said it was half price, not that we could leave without paying.
Hay que conseguir más seguidores.
I must have forgotten to do that too.
Voy a poner ahí una imagen de una semidesnuda, a ver si así atraigo más clientela.
My apologies. Another oversight on my part.
Oh, that won't do. This isn't some small sum. Oh, didn't Child...
No, pues si trato de tener la cuenta en limpio. El chiste es jugar sin meter un peso.
That's a relief.
Entérate de nuevo para ver cómo puedo.
It's fine. Just enough for half price. Though, to
Pues
be honest,
igual
it'd be
para
all right even if
compartir
the
no
sum
es
wasn't quite enough.
Well, it's settled then. Let's take this jade to Eugene Terrace.
No es mucho. Ahí te da las opciones enseguida.
Look at you bossing everyone around. You didn't cough up a single mora.
I will do my best. You have my thanks.
A ver, vamos a ver. El dedo de luna deposita. Para allá. Vamos a hacer un depósito. Ahí te debe de dar las opciones en compartir. A ver, aguántame, ahorita te digo. A ver, aguántame, ahorita te digo. Estás viendo desde el celular, ¿verdad, Ratrix? Voy. Aguántame tantito.
Jewelry's out of stock, but we have some new items in.
Mira, ahí hay mucho oro. Que haya una...
Ahora sí, disculpen, disculpen, es que salí a comprar chicharrones. El hambre, el hambre. El hambre, más que Ratrix me dijo que estaba comiendo cereal. Te queda como 10 minutos. A ver, a ver, a ver. Nos vamos a en vivo. Buscamos. A ver qué número es. 5446. No, es 5463. 61. 6173. Ah, seas mamón. No me deja ver mi propio en vivo. No me deja ver mi propio en vivo, así que no me deja. No me deja ver. Pero bueno, pero aquí alguno debe de tener. A ver. Oye, sí es cierto, creo que no sale la opción de compartir aquí. Ah, sí, está arriba, en la parte donde tiene el nombre del video. Le presionas y tiene un circulito con una flechita hacia arriba.
Nomás grabas pantalla, ¿verdad?
Sí, se me descompuso la cámara.
¿Y si te escuchan todas por el micrófono?
Sí, sí se oye todo.
Un saludo para mi mamá. Parece burro.
Ahí en arriba donde aparece el título del video, le presionas y te sale el nombre completo. Ya te acabó. Se les acabó.
Dice que todo me queda un minuto. A ver si el rato que venga me va a ver.
Gracias, mi. Deposita el jade. Ah, cabrón, aquí no era. Aquí no era. Ah, me van a hacer subir esos hijos de la gorra. Pinche morra. De las clientas que llegan. Oye, por cierto, no me descontaron mi dinero. O sí me lo descontaron. No deja, tengo amigos que acabo de. No tengo amigos, me acabo de acordar. No, pero pues con eso te da. Con eso puedes, ¿cómo se llama? ¿En serio tengo que darle toda la vuelta? Ah, concha su madre. Ya estás, man, aquí, te espero en media hora. Nos echamos una partida. Mientras termino aquí la misión. A ver si la termino antes para que veas mi suerte en el gachapón.
We can leave the jade here. I have already called for a jewelsmith to shape them into the implements that we will need.
Ya estás, ahí me guardas un poquito de cereal Ratrix.
Ah, yes. I have yet to go and see Child. So, as for the jewelsmith's remuneration...
Crucemos la red para que no.
Guess we can't do anything else. Also, is this where we're doing the rite of parting?
Yes. I have already rented this location and have begun making preparations for the rite. The Liu Chising have agreed to this arrangement.
But when something this big happened here, should suspects like us really be at the crime scene? We might get caught by the Millilith.
Espero ese
Although
giro,
with
Anka.
that said, since we got back from Dwayne
El viernes es cumpleaños de mi hermana. Órale.
soldiers have come chasing after us.
Ahí me felicitas a tu hermana por adelantado, si es que no me llego a conectar el viernes porque... No, hombre. Se me está yendo el internet a cada rato. Por eso tampoco he podido hacer directos todos los días.
That's what it was called. You seem to know everything, Mr. Zhongli. So, was this Exuvia hidden away by the Chising? I mean, we haven't even figured out who...
Nada más no la vayas a subastar por diamantes, Ratrix, ¿eh?
Someone in mind. Or perhaps they already know. Surely they must have found all the evidence that there is to find here.
No vayas a subastar a tu hermana por diamantes en el free.
These things are for the authorities in Yujing Terrace to consider. Trying to help would probably only add to their troubles. Before the rite is conducted, the Exuvia will be kept temporarily in the Golden House.
Golden House?
The only mint in Liyue, which is to say the only mint in Tevat. All the mora that flows throughout the world is minted there.
Wow! Oh, no! Paimon was
¿Cómo que cambié de plan?
bad.
No, sigo teniendo la misma línea, nada más que me ha estado fallando mucho.
Mr. Zhongli?
Como se he presentado muchas tormentas eléctricas por aquí, cosa rara que había.
Semi-official event. As such, there is already some limited information available. Perhaps each has their motives. But this is the capital of commerce. A little exploitation once in a while is not unacceptable. In Liyue,
¿Tienes un canal? Órale,
only
qué chido.
contracts may not be betrayed.
Sí, cierto, ya me acordé. Pero tú sí tienes más seguidores que yo, ¿no?
Well then,
En
we
YouTube,
should go
creo.
and prepare the perfumes used in the rite.
Perfumes? Where'll we get those? Do we buy them?
No. Perfumes used to honor the gods must be freshly decocted. The quality of the silk flowers we require is also special. Silk flower petals contain a fibrous material of good quality, often used in brocade making. Its scent, however, is most elegant.
A la madre, te volviste famoso, 1000 seguidores.
Like giving offerings to gods and
¿No será que los compraste?
It's time for Zhongli's lectures on high society again.
We shall not speak of the details right now. Follow me. We shall go to the merchants to purchase our ingredients.
Sí, digo, no manches, o sea que de un momento a otro sales que tienes un canal con 1000, pues no. Los compraste porque está cabrón. Yo no puedo pasar de los 100. No puedo llegar ni a los 100. Nah, no mames, no, güey. Pues yo en bulla tengo 77. Porque ya tiene rato que no sube. Y esos 6 son míos. Prácticamente son 71 o 70. O cacha.
You can't beat the atmosphere here in Lila.
Oye, ese cabrón se ahorraron las voces. Espérate, estoy en directo, voy a hacer algo. Ah, cabrón. Ya. No, nada más son 6 cuentas mías. Son 6 cuentas mías que tengo ahí. Los demás son orgánicos, como dice. Voy a comprar la flor de seda. ¿Dónde se supone que compro la flor de seda? ¿Con este compa?
You can't beat the atmosphere here in
Ah, pendejo, le di donde no era. ¿Dónde está? ¿Dónde voy a comprar eso?
You can't beat the
No, porque no
atmosphere
aparece.
here in Lila.
Ah, es abajo. Haces mamón.
Hey, boss,
No,
do you sell silk flowers
son
here?
5. Yo soy el número 6.
Silk flowers? We
Which kind? The...
Ugh, you ignorant shoppers. Always coming in here with your stupid...
Golden House Maiden, Valley Weaver, and Fate's Yearning. One of each to start with, if you don't mind.
My goodness, this gentleman is quite the connoisseur. You two must be his servants. Please refrain from any further attempts to contribute. I'm sorry? Ah, yes. We've met before, haven't we? Sorry, traveler. I shouldn't have spoken to you in that tone. Now then, please peruse at your leisure. Do let me know if you have any further thoughts.
Silk flowers exhibit different properties based on how their environmental conditions differ from their ancestral habitat. Nevertheless, these are fine specimens, excellently preserved. Just look at the abundant foliage here, and these stamens, glamorous as a maiden of the Golden House. This strain is an evergreen, and mostly grows under complex hydrological conditions. By contrast, This variety thrives in any dark, damp location, often in large clusters. Morphologically, it is distinguished by the profusion of petals and densely packed stamens, though its powerful scent gives it away just as easily. Lastly, this strain is quite the recluse. Unlike its exuberant cousins, flowers and foliage are minimal, and when in season, it has a subtle yet enduring scent.
Madre, sabe toda la historia de la pinche flor, qué
They
gana.
scaled the mountains in search of the adepti. Silk flowers have all but disappeared from the wild today due to geographical changes over Liyue's history. Most are not grown by horticulturalists.
Wow, a true connoisseur.
Ahora, bienvenido de regreso, Radrix.
Even to me.
¿Qué me trajiste de la tienda?
I possess but a smattering of trivial knowledge. My traveler friend is the one to watch. They are on track to set foot in every
Unas
corner of
sabritas.
the world.
Bueno, unas papitas, porque no puedo decir marcas. Al rato, ¿para qué quieres el copyright? No, suena impresionante.
Oh, Mr. Zhongli, you're way too humble. So, which silk flower did you want anyway?
I'll take them all, boss.
Again?
How can I put this? When purchasing opera tickets, it is natural to decide based on which singer has the most melodious voice. The same logic, but this silk flower purchase is not. Perhaps you don't know. Tradition states that we should decoct perfume from different subspecies of silk flower when making an offering to a statue of the seven. Rex Lapis will then make his own choice
La
between the
neta.
scents. Like several other tedious and complicated traditions, this one has become simplified over time. But this is
La
the only
neta,
rite
que-
of parting to take place for one of
qué
the
guión
seven in
más-
3,700 years.
Más largo.
As such, I do think we should honor tradition down to the last detail in this case. Now that's settled, a question. Do you have any more?
You forgot to bring money again? Zhongli.
If I may interject, did I hear you say that these flowers are to be an offering to the Lord of Geo himself?
Ya, ¿los trabajos, señora?
Gosh, well, why didn't you say so? I heard the awful news.
¿Qué tipo de
about what
trabajos
happened
tienes?
At this year's rite of dissension. It would be bad luck to say it out loud, but I've been worried about our dear Lord ever since. I'm worried that everything I've heard is true.
Otro que nos va a dar a mitad de
Since
precio.
these flowers will be used to glorify our Lord,
Ah,
they're free of charge. Just don't forget to pass on my regards.
por lo menos ya conseguimos algo gratis.
Why wouldn't I be? I would be nobody if not for Rex Lapis. If he hadn't written those poems in praise of my wares, they'd only be worth a fraction of what I can sell them for today.
Huh. So much folklore here revolves around Liyue's deity making cameo appearances in support of local businesses.
Thank you, boss. I think I speak for all of us when I say that your generosity has saved our skins.
Our skins? You were the one who forgot to bring money.
Please, it's the least I could do.
Ah, pinche vato.
So, now that we've got the flowers, how do we make the perfume?
Ideally, with the help of an expert. Unfortunately, none of my acquaintances have personal experience in the art of
Ya me
decoction.
aburrí.
Talk about first world
Una historia muy larga.
Hence, I need you to help by asking around in the city. Try the common folk, especially women.
Soy taxista y ayudo.
This time we get to go
Y
around
ayuda a
town
los
looking for
ancianos.
nice-smelling ladies to talk to.
Trabajo dos.
Paimon
Voy a
likes
tus
this
directos.
job.
I will wait for you near the statue of the
A
seven.
ver, directos.
Meet me there when the perfume is ready.
Maybe
No
we can
manches.
find some good candidates at the Adventurers Guild. Let's ask Lan. She's master of the Liyue branch, right?
Ahí era un cofre. Ayuda a los ancianos. Taxista. Órale. ¿Y qué tal te ha ido con la pandemia de taxista? Porque aquí está difícil. Aquí casi no hay nada. Sí trabajan, pero muy recortados por el que no pueden llevar más de 2 pasajeros.
I stopped accepting commissions a long time ago. Sorry, you two, but you'll just have to ask another adventurer.
Oh,
No.
it's not that kind of favor. It's just a teeny tiny thing.
Wow. Just wow. Do I look like the kind of girl who wears perfume to you?
Ahora.
I think you're underestimating the kind of person I
No,
am.
por eso, pero la demás gente me imagino que se tiene que pagar.
So come on, Lon. What's your secret if not perfume?
Now that you mention it, yes, there is something. What is that scent? Oh, it must be from the Qingxin flowers I picked on the way back. I forgot I still had them with me.
Aha! The truth is out. Lon's got a soft spot for wildflowers.
No, they were for medicinal use only. Anyway, this is a pointless conversation.
Eso es
If you
bueno,
wanna
eso
know
es
about
bueno.
perfume, try talking to Qiming.
Te preocupes por los demás.
Teller, right? Paimon remembers she smells pretty good. Thanks, Lon. See you around.
Hello. How may
We've come to ask you a question.
perfume? I rarely think to use it. Let
El
alone know how to
monigotito.
make
Oye,
it
también sale
myself.
el monigotito en los comentarios.
That said, some of the cosmetics I use are scented. Perhaps that's the cause of this confusion. Since I usually set up my stall by the docks, I avoid perfume like the plague, because Celestia forbid those lusty sailors catch a whiff and come hunting for the source.
That's the worst thing Paimon's heard all day.
While we're on the subject, have you never heard anyone mention Yingar's homemade perfume?
Ying-air? Oh, as in scent of spring, Ying-air?
Yes, that's her. Many a rich family's daughter has gotten her to make perfume for them. Apparently, her homemade product is better than anything you'll find on the market.
Great! This is just the intel we need. Finally, we're getting somewhere.
Ahora nos mandaron a otra parte. Nos mandaron... Es neta, acabo de pasar por aquí.
Well, hello.
Y los otros
You
muy-
found me at last. I've
y
been
los
waiting
streamers
for you.
humildes como... Ya estás, gracias.
What? How did you know we were coming?
Gracias por lo
I
de,
heard a rumor about
por lo
a
de
couple
streamer.
who were sneaking
Humilde no
around
mucho,
town
pero
looking for
lo
a
intentamos, lo
sweet-smelling
intentamos.
lady. Actually, I was starting to worry you wouldn't find me. This is the ultimate test of my appeal, after all.
Snooping around? Why are you making it out like we're bad people?
What can I say? People love to
Ah.
talk. Maybe you ought to be more discreet in the future if you don't want word to get around. Relax. I know why you're here. You want to get your hand on my homemade 3-in-1 go. My goodness. You have extreme tastes for someone your age. Maybe the rumors I heard were true after all. You're on the prowl and need some sweet-smelling and... Is that the best you could come up with? Even if you were genuinely offering perfume to a deity, that doesn't explain why you'd need 3 kinds. Sorry, your story just doesn't hold water.
Zhongli was right. People don't remember this tradition anymore.
As one of my favorite poems goes, O cherry tree, begrudge not thy blossoms as they are deflowered in the spring, for come winter, even thy sturdiest wood shall wither.
Gracias, Ratrix, gracias.
Paimon's
Como te digo, se hace lo que se puede.
In short, I'm happy
Ah,
to help. Traveler, you can be my assistant, but you'd better make sure I'm the only person on
como
your
que ya se me
mind
está,
while you're
ya
hanging
está
around
tardando
with me.
mucho esta.
So, where is a good place for making sweets? You mean Wan Min restaurant? Good choice. Let's go.
Ya me está desesperando.
I've had a word with Chef Mao. We can start work now. Are you ready to please me?
What did you say?
I meant make me proud, as my assistant, obviously. While I'm setting up, you can go and fetch some water.
Si no llegas a los 1000 seguidores y te vas de bulla, ve. No, pues igual. Ve a recoger agua. Ay, no mames. Neta. Quítese a la vera. Gracias, mamón. Si no llega, no, no te preocupes por eso, yo voy a seguir transmitiendo. En Bulla voy a seguirle porque en Bulla me transmite tanto en Facebook como en... Ya si no agarro popularidad en YouTube, que diga en Bulla, pues ya espero agarrar un poco de popularidad ahí en Facebook. La ventaja de Bulla es que transmite en 3 sitios a la vez. Es como si dijera, la palabra neta es como si dijera cierto. Ajá, es cierto. ¿Es cierto o no es cierto? ¿Es neta?
Now, I need you to extract the silk flower essence using a crafting bench. Perfume making uses an altogether different technique from alchemy. Here, let me teach you. Very carefully, take hold of the mortar and pestle.
Eso significa.
Gently does it. You need to keep your wrist firm so your hand doesn't slip. Now use your strong hand to stir it with a persistent rhythm. Keep going until the juices start to come out.
Como que esa respuesta está muy obscena.
Ooh, you're a natural, like a fish to water.
Chale, ese tono como que está medio raro.
On your own using a nearby crafting bench. Don't forget to do all 3. They look visually identical during the essence extraction process, but I will put them into separate containers when the perfume is ready.
Has aprendido a hacer aceite, extraerlo. Ah, seas mamón. Tanto pinche desmadre, tengo que hacerlo yo. Excepto los pobres. Es que yo por eso fui como que... O sea, no estoy en contra del juego, sino de que con el varo como que sí, quieras o no.
Wow, this is some exquisite. The essence is placed into water and simmered over a low heat until most of the water has boiled off. You must take care to control the heat during this process. If the temperature goes too high, it will affect the scent.
Es muy importante controlar la intensidad del fuego.
So please focus on controlling the heat. Don't waste a drop of that essence now. We want all of it in there. All 3 perfumes are ready, and you, my friend, were a wonderful assistant.
Ay, como rayo McQueen.
A testament to the lengths you will go to for romance. It's so rare to see nowadays. Wow, you actually remembered my throwaway comment. You know, you're cuter than people give you credit for. If I didn't have my guard up, I can see how easily one could be taken in. Anyway, shall I give you a brief overview of each scent? It might just help you match the right scent to the right occasion.
Ah, cabrón.
Hear this?
This first one is sweet as candy, straight out of a fairy tale. Younger women will love it. The second one is for those with more refined tastes, the first choice for daughters of high society.
Órale.
Finally, the third one has
Entonces
a
ahorita
soft
está de
but
descanso.
lingering scent, like a mist that captures the last light of dusk. Mature women adore this one. All clear? Don't get them mixed up now. You'll ruin the mood. Good. Be sure to come visit if you ever need help with anything, okay? I'll leave you with some parting words. One who tries to sail 3 boats simultaneously should be careful not to go overboard. Come and hang out with me at Scent of Spring sometime, okay?
Let's take these 3 perfumes over to the Statue of the Seven. Mr. Zhongli's probably been waiting a while.
Voy a descargar una aplicación para compartir tus directos. ¿Y ahora qué hago aquí?
We've brought the perfumes, Mr. Zhongli. Did we take too long? You were just staring up at the statue.
¿Qué aplicación vas a descargar?
You're back. Don't worry, I haven't waited long. Compared to the watch that Rex Lapis's statues have kept over Liyue, this was but a brief moment.
Well, how can a person compete with a statue?
That is true. Well, have you brought the perfumes?
3 sets,
Órale.
but not 1 less.
Thank you both. Let us offer them up.
This is the first kind of perfume. Miss Yinger said that it's sweet as a dream, and it's liked by younger ladies. This is the second kind. It's got an elegant smell, and the daughters of high society love it. The third kind has a gentle but lingering fragrance. Something like the dusk mist. And it's a favorite of mature ladies. Oh, what was that? That's the one older ladies like, right? Does that mean that Rex Lapis is actually an older lady?
Perhaps. Perhaps. Rex Lapis has taken on countless forms. Perhaps that really was one of them.
What a shame. We only got to see the giant dragon form, and... Let's hope the Qixing can catch the real killer.
We can leave that to the authorities.
Ya está,
Let
ya
us
está,
focus
ahorita
on
que
a fond
termine.
farewell for Rex Lapis.
So, we finished another step in our preparations. What's next?
Vamos, vamos, ahorita nada más que acabe, vamos a girarlo a ver con qué suerte nos cargamos hoy.
A friend of mine named Madame
Capaz si no me dan
P is the
nada,
guardian
con la
of the
suerte
cleansing
que me
well.
cargo.
She lives near Eugene Terrace. If you ask her, she will know what to do.
Sure, but aren't you going to come with us?
Ah, I have certain reasons why I cannot be there in person. Please, Do this for me.
Man, why's he gotta be so secretive this time?
¿Ya acabó? Ah, no chingues. Bueno, antes de irme voy por unas cositas que vi aquí. Ah, son zanahorias. Vamos a saquear un poco aquí. ¿Y ahora a dónde vamos? ¿A dónde vamos? Pero no le des al de arma. Sí, ya sé, la cajeteé. No, compré de las otras. Compré de las que dan los personajes ahorita de rayo. Con suerte y me toca la. ¿Cómo se llama? La que están dando ahorita, la Shogun Raiden. Que lo dudo, ¿verdad? Pero pues. Acá, ¿dónde? Ah, no me la puedo llevar.
All things must change. Youngster, are you here to admire the flowers? But it's a shame. These glazed lilies have almost all wilted.
What happened to them?
Back in my day, people said that glazed lilies can read human hearts.
Vale.
If they heard beautiful sounds like laughter and singing, they would also bloom joyfully. But if they heard too much wild gossip or slander, they would quickly wither away.
So that means these flowers feel what's happening in Liyue?
Yes, the rumors of Rex Lapis's death are no small matter. They are everywhere. Some say it was a Fatui plot. Others say that the Chisung
No, se
made it all
pasaron de
up.
madres
And still others
con el
think that
texto de esta historia,
that which lies in the deep is breaking free.
Ahora sí se pasaron.
This harbor is like a
Llevo más de media hora
mountain of dry tinder.
con texto.
One spark and the fire
Ya
will
que lo
consume
traduzcan a
us all.
español, a español latino.
I shall say no more. This old woman's grown too old and naggy. Did you have something to say, youngster? Borrow something? Oh.
Ahorita no la
You've
tengo,
come
vayan
to
a
borrow
buscarla en
the
otra parte.
cleansing bell, yes? Apart from that, I don't have anything of value that you youngsters might want. But it was not originally mine. That trinket used to belong to a friend of mine. I was a vain beauty when I was young, and I would pester him for that bell all the time. He could not dissuade me, and so he gave it to me. But he said that if someone should come to borrow it, I must not be loath to give it away. It has been many years, and who knows how many times someone has come to borrow this bell. Still, though, I can't recall when it started. It's been a long time since
Vale,
anyone has come
Cheto,
to
tengo
borrow
que
it.
preguntar por todo el...
These old bones are so slow to look for things. I doubt you can wait that long.
What a weird thing to be proud of.
All right, children, there is no need to worry. I didn't place the bell very far away.
Do you live near here, Granny? Whoa, but this is Eugene Terrace. It's gotta be expensive.
Oh, an old lady like me can't afford to buy a place in this city. See this ceramic teapot? My entire household is in here.
How does that work?
Paimon, métete a la tetera a ver qué hay.
Hey, that's rude. And even if it was like that, it must be a very expensive bell, right, Granny?
Oh, youngsters. I simply mean that the bell is somewhere inside this teapot, and you are quite welcome to borrow it. If you can find it.
This Granny's so weird. What does she
Está
mean
loca.
her whole household is in here? Is she playing with us?
Ah, cabrón. Alicia en el país de la marranilla. No manches.
Where are we? What just happened?
Youngsters, this is where this old woman keeps all her things. Quickly now, go fetch that bell.
Whoa! That sounds like Granny's voice. So, this is her teapot? What's going on?
Oh dear, so many cobwebs. It seems I really haven't cleaned it in a long while. Sorry to trouble you, children. Please help an old lady clean up.
Ouchie! Steady as stone. Go, Barbara, go! Yeah. Let's dance.
Ah, me botaron. Qué estafa.
Windblade.
Sí, güey, ya le empezaron a salir un buen. ¿Eh? ¿No quedó?
No, güey. Para otro. Es que debe ser cosas que como diferentes. Ya para meterle mano para entrar ya más bien lejos.
¿Eh? ¿Qué? No, estoy en venta la compu, güey. Ninguna de las dos, güey. Ya llegué al límite del mundo, nivel 25.
¿De qué mundo?
Del primer, ajá, del mundo 1.
Ni lo subas, no hagas las misiones del mundo ahorita. Se te hace tu personaje y ya cuando no puedes, ya se te dan más. La verdad, sí, güey.
No es bueno entonces.
No, que pase rápido, no, te van a trabar bien fácil los núcleos, güey.
Sí, estaba yo pensando. De hecho, no, ya tengo lo de 4 niveles casi. Ahí en reputación. ¿Y ahora para dónde? Digo, no, voy a hacer todas las misiones del mundo y ya luego las... ¿Ya conseguiste el Shogun Raiden, güey?
No, casi no estoy jugando ahorita, güey.
No manches.
güey. Está raro que yo toque el Genshin, güey. Y yo llego a jugar juego, güey. Ah, porque ya recibes donaciones.
¡Ah! Se supone que sí, güey.
Pues ahí te aparece, ¿no? 152, ¿o no?
Nah, esos son de seguidores. Seguidores de la página. Son 152 seguidores. Son seguidores de página. No, puto, no te caigas. ¿Qué? ¿No pudieron poner otros bichos aquí? Porque me cagan
¿No
los...
bajas a 60?
Sí, güey.
Se nota, güey, la diferencia de jugar en Play a jugar en PC.
¿A poco sí?
Sí, güey, le va muy trabajo, va como a 35, 40 o 30. Y ya bajan hasta 15 en multijugador.
Me imagino, güey. No, también tiene sus bajas, güey. No, no todo el tiempo está en 60. Ah, ya se trabó esta mamada.
No te acabo. No te dejo, no, gracias.
Ahora, güey.
¿Tú conoces a un escucho?
Ahí el vecino de la Toña, güey.
¿Verdad que sí vivía por ahí? Pero es que me dijeron que ya no iba por ahí, güey.
Ah, entonces no sé, güey. Ya lo último que supe era ahí, güey.
Es que me dio un contrato para arreglar, pero se me salió con Big, güey.
No mames.
Sí, se fue la credencial. Para hacer todo completo, mejor la puta. Le sale como 400 dólares la pura neta.
Rala. No, pues así ya no.
Es que ahorita estoy a pura pistola de calor, pero no, plástico.
Sí, no. Ahora, güey.
Windblade. I'll protect us. I must leave no stone unturned.
Ah, concha su madre. Ah, no jodas. Ya me dijeron, ya me recomendaron. No jodas. Ah, ta madre.
Let the show begin. Leave it all to me.
Ah, ya me volvió a congelar.
I'll catch up.
Ah, seas mamón, congeló la bomba. Ah, mamón, se
Someone needs. Maybe I wasn't meant for this world. I must leave no stone unturned.
Ya muérete, concha tu madre. Ah, no me jodas.
Let's dance. Oh. Hi. Get it. show begin? Windblade. Hey! Bet you can't keep up with no escape. I'll protect us. Hi. Huh. Hi.
Una aplicación para hacer amigos. ¡Ah! ¡Quítate, quítate! El Facebook. Oh, por fin. Pensé que no iba a terminar esto.
How many levels does this teapot have? It would be nice if we had one of these too. Or at least we wouldn't have to camp outside.
Se llama Rune Incision. Como invitado me agregas. Aquí está mi link. A ver, ahí está vemos.
Oh, you found it. Youngsters are so quick on their feet.
La campana purificadora está rota, no jodas.
All right, that'll do. Come on out now, children.
Agregar a Manguito. No sé qué monstruos son, pero sí son
In and
compatibles.
out in no time.
Se pueden
You
autocurar
youngsters
entre
really
ellos.
are quick. An adeptus. Oh. As to whether I am one or not, child.
Paimon kinda knows what you mean, but is also kinda confused. Don't you think it's weird? Something's just happened to Rex Lapis, and then we come running up asking for it?
Oh, don't be silly. Liyue Harbor has been through a great deal in its history. In that time, it has seen the departure of countless adepti.
Voy a tener que levelear a los personajes, pero voy a tener que usar los pergaminos. No quería yo usar los pergaminos.
To cry, catch the murderer at the top of one's lungs, but ignore the rite of parting. That, to me, is what is wrong-headed. Now that you have come to borrow the bell, I guess that perhaps an old friend of mine has finally decided to take matters into their own hands. So, why would I be unwilling to lend you the bell? Oh? Well, if it came to that, they would find a certain old lady knocking at their door.
Entonces la campana que agarré no era.
Anyway, it would be nice to share a drink and chat.
Dale queso.
You must have things to do. Since you have the bell, you should return. Oh, and do tell the person who sent you that if they have time, they can come over for tea. I don't have much to offer, but you can always count on an old lady for a pot of tea.
We will. Thanks, Granny.
Ah, no jodas. No me jodas. Se están mamando con el diálogo de esta misión. ¿Qué onda, güey? Puedes conseguir un
Ah, pero ya juega con control.
Oye,
Ah, papi,
¿qué onda, güey?
This is the
Bien,
cleansing
güey.
bell.
Oye, falleció la doñita de la estética.
Ahora.
It's in
Pues su
good
mamá, su abuela, su
condition.
mamá.
Ah, no mames, no espante.
No, pero también. Para mí que ella también puede ser posible que fallezca, güey, porque está muy grave, güey.
Ahora.
Se compone, güey. Que creo que tiene infección en el riñón.
No mames. A la vida. Pues al rato voy a tener que ir un rato.
Sí, güey, pues se murió la
Let's
mamá.
place the perfume we've
¿No
prepared
sabes de qué?
inside.
¿Por qué no voy con la caja? No gusta.
No mames.
Ahí te aviso más, ratito.
Ahora, güey.
Of course. How would I know that the bell was with her otherwise?
That's suspicious.
Dice, te están esperando para la guerra. El conocimiento es poder.
To tell you something.
Y las
You
estrategias.
have the time. You can come over for tea. I don't have much to offer, but you can always
Ah, ¿qué
count
pedo?
on an old lady for a pot of tea.
That tone does not suit you. Still,
Tienes
your
problemas.
teapot is indeed very good. There are none better for brewing tea. When a suitable time arrives, I'll bring a spot of fine tea and pay her a visit.
So what's the next step in our preparations?
Next, we need to purchase kites.
Bro,
Ooh, Paimon loves kites. Are you taking us kite flying? Is this our break time?
No.
¿problemas de qué?
Kites are children's
No, son los
toys,
vecinos.
but they also play
Una
very
vecina de
symbolic
por aquí
roles
cerca
in
que
Liyue's rituals. I will
no sé
explain
si
it to you,
desgraciada o
but our next course
afortunadamente
of
pasa al
action
otro
should
mundo.
probably be to purchase the kites first.
Pero ya era una doña que ya tenía su edad.
Curious, sir.
Pues hay que ir a acompañar el... Bueno, aquí en México se acostumbra de ir a acompañar por lo menos un rato ¿cómo se llama? ¿Cómo se llama? El cuerpo, acompañar un rato el cuerpo. No sé cómo lo hagan allá en cada quien tiene sus... En cada parte hay sus tradiciones aquí. Como digo, nada más hay que... Hay que ir a hacer acto de presencia.
Ah, sir, you're here. The 7 kites you asked for.
Yes, thank you.
It's rare to see customers who want to buy this type of kite nowadays. In the early days, we used to get orders from people of all walks
Masnaki.
of life.
¿Y ahora qué fue, Retrix? ¿Qué quieres con Masnaki? Recuerda que él no ve tus comentarios.
In all these walks of life. We've talked about a whole bunch of things while traveling with him. He seems to know Liyue's favorite topics, money and government, really well, but he likes talking about less useful topics instead.
Well, that's because I prefer to share fun things with you.
Children's toys are very fun things, that's for sure.
Ah,
I enjoy
Masnaki
watching children
dice Ratrix
play
que
as
descargue
much
la
as
aplicación
anyone
de
else.
Rune
But there is more to it
para
than
ser amigos,
that.
dice.
Finely crafted toys are well loved by children, but this craft itself has been honed over thousands of years, and there is meaning behind that.
I have made kites in Liyue for 40 years, and I am intimately familiar with the forms passed down from my ancestors. The meaning of these 7 kites is far from banal.
Indeed.
Dice que...
These
Ah,
are the
bueno, él sí
decorations
los lee,
used
él
in
sí
the
los
rite
lee.
of parting. The 7 kites represent the 7.
No tengo
I
pack.
took the liberty of coloring outside the
Eso no me lo
lines when
esperaba más
doing the
aquí.
insignia of the Animo Archon. As for the kite that honors the Geo Archon,
Dice que
one
entres
must
como
follow the
invitado.
contract given right down to the last letter. These patterns are ancient, and you can also find them in the Golden House.
Ah, Paimon's heard that name before. Huh?
The design of this kite displays a firm grasp on the cyclicality and eternity so dear to the Electro Archon. These markings of tree and leaf pay due honor to wisdom and the passage of time. All this on a single kite. Truly astonishing. Justice flows across the surface of the waters. War rages like a flame, as does that which the Cryo Archon once... Yes, these details are masterfully done.
The compliments of a learned man truly are pleasant.
Well then, Granny Shan, I shall take these back with me. As for the payment...
Y otra vez no trae dinero.
Well, allow me.
Órale.
Hey, it's Child!
Dice que es Rune con una N.
No, I was merely passing through. I see Mr. Zhongli's the same as ever. When paying, well, when getting others to pay for him, he neither looks at the price tag nor his wallet. He knows a great deal about money, and about the trials of the common man. He just doesn't consider poverty to be something that could ever happen to him. Or perhaps you could say that he cannot imagine himself lacking money.
How has he not died of hunger yet?
Child, you are as fond of jokes as ever. Well then, since we've purchased our kites
Ya
without
te acabó,
incident, there's no need to take a break before moving to the next step in our preparations. The rite of parting requires helping hands as well as materials. We should be able to find some people near the harbor.
Oh, by the way, take this bag of money. You probably won't want to let Zhongli do the bargaining, if you know what I mean. Seems I missed out on some interesting information. I suppose I'll just have to find a more opportune moment next time.
Try your luck betting on Jade?
Ahora sí, ahora sí. Creo... encuentro los 3 trabajadores. Ah, no manches. Ya me está desesperando esta misión.
Hiring help? Sure. But let me just say first that I'm a reserve member of the Adventurers Guild. I take adventuring commissions, but I don't do anything clerical.
Adventure? Venturing into the mountains to capture a few crystal flies seems
That's not hard. Almost a bit too easy for a reserve adventurer. Never mind. I'll only
A
charge
la
you
madre.
15,000 mora. What say
15,000
you?
mora.
a most fair price.
No hay que ser tan ojete. Ah, ta madre. Ah, conche su madre. Inserte cantidad.
Five geocrystal flies. Yes, I do think it's worth about this much. I'll do it.
Ah, Masaki, dice Ratrix que en Rune aceptan inocentes.
A full day of odd jobs at Yujing Terrace. No problem. 25.
Whoa, that's expensive. Could you give us a bit of...
Hero of Mondstadt? Never.
Well, you may never have heard of this hero, but it seems you've heard of Mora nonetheless. Thus, I will simply pay the whole sum.
Vamos a darle 15. Órale, Masaki.
That's too little. Hardly a fair price. This is too little. I'd consider
Ah,
it if...
hijo de la gorra.
This price will do. No loss to me for a day's work.
Ah, pinche carero. No mames, el otro aceptó lo que le ofrecía la primera.
Sure. So what's the job?
Let me see. We are still missing...
No problem. That'll be 20,000 Mora for a single trip. How does that sound?
Done.
This is all you got? Child? No. He's putting up the money? Oh, still no. How about this? Let's make a trade. I'll take what you're offering right now, and get me a single Chinkson flower, and I'll consider that payment for a detour to find this child fellow. How does that...
Guess we've got no choice.
Ya me estafaron, ya me embarajiñaron.
Have you brought the goods? Hey, that's pretty good. These things are pretty rare. With this Chinkson flower, I should be able to pacify my daughter tonight. I'll make sure the work is...
All finished then? Splendid. Any leftover cash is yours to keep. A favor for the Fatui should never go...
You think you can buy us off with some loose change? No way! Paimon demands to know when the next payment is coming.
Well, how does this sound? You give me the information I need, and maybe I'll leave the Northland Bank's vaults open and unattended for half an hour.
En un momento vengo. Ya está, es Ratrix.
Does that mean you know what he's after? Yikes! You're right! Signora!
You both need to calm down. I don't know what's gotten into you. Just what is this about? The atmosphere got so tense all of a sudden.
Next, we need some everlasting incense. For this, we need to go to Boo Boo Farm. Is everything okay?
Everything is fine. I was just informing them that they need not return this. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must be going.
Paimon definitely felt like
Ah, no manches. A su madre, ya me chocó. cachan. Ah, ¿qué pedo? ¿Por qué no lo dice?
I'll catch up.
Ahí está. Ya me desesperó esto.
Reception is deserted. Hello?
Welcome to Boo Boo Pharmacy.
Huh? Did you hear that?
The reception, it seems.
How about
¿Qué onda tú? ¿Media hora?
Sí, güey.
Ah,
2 medias.
y la prendida de consola, cabrón.
Es que estoy pobre.
Yo voy a seguir viniendo como la otra vez.
Estoy pobre ahorita. Trabajé.
¿Te lo siento o no te lo siento?
No, ya.
Dígame la más perrona.
La mamá te se lo agarró.
¿Yo con cuál?
¿Le gusta la palanca este? Ya el vato jala más dinero que yo. Jala 2 millones. Nada más jala 1 peso.
Encuentra el sonido.
Fortnite.
Oye, ¿qué fue el problema?
Yo no sé jugar.
Oh, there you are. But you can't even reach the counter. Joke's on you. I'm on floats, so height is no restriction. Anyway, there's something weird about this one over here. What's the talisman doing on her forehead? It can't be. She's a zombie.
Welcome to Boo Boo Pharmacy. I am Chi-Chi. Once upon a time, Chi-Chi died. Then, Chi-Chi was saved by the Adepti. Now, Chi-Chi is a zombie.
Something like this would be unimaginable in Mondstadt.
Hello, little girl. Do you sell everlasting incense here?
No, esto se está
Excuse me,
tardando
sir.
demasiado.
Did you bring your prescription?
Surely no prescription is needed to purchase everlasting incense. It's not a controlled substance.
Chi-Chi can get your medicine, but only if you show Chi-Chi your prescription. These are Chi-Chi's orders from Chi-Chi.
Zombies are limited to acting within the confines of their orders. And somehow in this case, the zombie issues her own orders to herself. My dear Chi-Chi, we didn't bring a prescription, I'm afraid. But we do hope that you can still help us find some everlasting incense.
Okay then,
How did you manage that?
but Chi-Chi helps you. You help Chi-Chi. Only fair.
Since when do customers need to do favors for customer service staff?
Never mind. Just think of it as a peer-to-peer transaction. That way everybody wins.
Ah, no
in
mames,
real,
otra vez me
the
va a
art of
poner
the
a
deal
recoger
is
pendejada y
simply
media.
about victory via mental gymnastics.
Go to Mount Tianheng, find the Guizhong Ballista, and hunt a Coco. Please and thank you.
Guizhong Ballista. I have heard of this device before. It's a kind of crossbow turret, installed on
Gracias
Mount
por la
Chilian by
fogata.
an adeptus in the distant past. An early mechanical device. Located in
Neta, ya me
Chilian
está
Pass,
desesperando
it was
esto,
designed to
demasiado texto.
automatically fire at large monsters, protecting Liyue from external threats.
Mr. Zhongli really knows Liyue inside out.
Apparently not quite. This is the first I have ever heard of the Coco Goat.
The Coco Goat is a legendary animal, an adeptabeast.
Did you want to add anything else, or...?
No, just that the Coco Goat is a legendary animal, an adeptabeast.
Haz clic en mi enlace para agregar a más.
Don't know where to find it. Don't know either. Where it came from.
Ahorita.
Also don't know.
Hay que crear cuenta en esa aplicación. O simplemente la descargas y ya.
Very well then. Let's start by investigating near the Guizhong Ballista. Perhaps we will find some clues.
What the heck is a Coco Goat?
La coco cabra. Pues una cabra en forma de coco o un coco en forma de cabra. A 300 metros. Ah, me tocó ir a pata. Ahorita no puedo con las solicitudes externas, si no me voy a llevar una eternidad.
Someone needs assistance.
Ya te acabó.
Someone needs assistance.
Ah, seas mamón. No, ya. Ya, hasta que venga tu mamá. Ya, hasta que venga tu madre. Qué cruel hace tiempo. No lo mates, mira. Carne es carne.
But how do you operate this thing? Just think how much strength you would need.
It is currently inoperable in any case. This device is broken.
Aw, what?
Carne es carne.
After millennia of wear and tear, even Adepti contraptions are difficult to maintain.
So what are we gonna do? Quick, Mr. Zhongli, use your unlimited high society knowledge powers!
You almost make it sound like I'm some sort of bourgeois parasite whose only utility lies in providing quaint pieces of trivia on demand. That said, let me think for a moment. Ah, yes. Spare parts were made for the Guizhong Ballista when it was first built, in case it was damaged in battle. As I recall, there is a military supply post from that period somewhere inside the pass. If we can retrieve the spare parts from where they are stored...
So, what you're saying is that you actually understand the working principles?
I have a smattering of knowledge on the topic. With the parts in hand, I could at least tinker with it.
Where is that supply post? Here, post.
All in a day's work.
Órale.
Ah, these parts look useful.
Demasiado, no manches. Yo creo que llevo como más de una hora. Creo ya voy para 2 horas.
One moment. I will try to repair the device. It is done. The Guizhong ballista is more intricately designed than I thought.
Ooh! Now how do we turn it on?
It's easy enough. We simply need to do this. Look, it even has a scope.
Over here we have nothing. And over there, more nothing.
Hey! Just what do you think you're doing? So you fixed up this turret because you're planning to do what, exactly?
Not a turret. A Guizhong ballista. Also, kindly state your name before you ask a question. It's just good manners.
Ha! Are you blind or something? You're looking at the leader of the treasure hoarders, old man. This area's supposed to be chock full of hidden treasures, but you can't get anywhere near them with this thing keeping watch. It might look like any other mechanical device, but trust me, it's got a mind of its own. Last time we approached the mountain, it nearly
Sí.
one of our guys. A few of us
Sí, desde que
risked our
comencé a
lives for the
transmitir
socket,
empecé la
which
misión.
amazingly we
Ya
managed.
llevo 2 horas en la
Then
misión.
we turn our backs for 2 seconds, and you've already gone and repaired it. The next thing you'll be repairing is your faces, and that's if you get out of this alive.
Tut tut. Vandalizing the legacy of an adeptus for selfish gain.
O sea que me voy a llevar medio día aquí con esta
It is
misión, ¿o
not
qué?
we who need reprimanding, but you.
Ah, voy a tocar estrenar personaje. Ah, qué estafa.
Direct assault.
Ahora,
I must leave no stone unturned.
uno por uno, para todos tengo.
I'll catch up.
Have a taste of this.
Órale. Órale, hasta a mí me dolió eso. Ay, no me jodas. Bueno, ya bajó uno. Ah, sí, sí murió.
Windblade.
Ay, no mames. Ya, vámonos a la Kerberlandia ya. Y no los mató, no manches.
Have a little taste.
Ah, no me jodas.
Let the show begin. Ready, steady, go! I must leave no stone unturned.
You're open. You're open. Dodge this.
Ah, ya no puede, ya no puede.
¿Es en serio? Ninguno se quemó. Vale, hierve. Jajaja, qué puntería me cargo.
Windblade!
Ah, todavía sobrevivieron, hijos de la borra. Hay test de Facebook. Hay unas letras, dile que me lo pase. A ver, a ver, a ver. Se llama Masnaki y dile que en el perfil Run sale el signo de gato y unas letras que me lo pase. Hay 3 en Facebook. Masnaki. Me desconozco, ahorita voy a checar eso. Ya necesito acabar esto porque...
What's more, a contraption built using Adeptus technology should...
Which means... I wouldn't go that far. We did something positive, right?
We won't solve anything while standing here and racking our brains. Let's return to Boo Boo Pharmacy. Explain that we could not find a Coco Goat, and review our next step.
Good idea. We did our best.
Un coco cabra.
Mira, fíjate cuánto de vida tengo. Tengo 2 de vida, ¿eh? Mira. ¿Cuánta vida tengo, eh? ¿Cuánta vida tengo, eh? Bueno.
Forgive us. We were unable to fulfill our end of the contract.
What a disappointment. Aw, poor Chi-Chi. Why does Paimon feel so guilty all of a sudden?
Cocoa goat milk is tasty. So tasty. Much better than normal goat milk. Only an adept beast could make such tasty milk. I'm sorry. I have a poor memory. I cannot remember the name of the milk. That's why I wrote it down. Where did I put it? Ah, here. This is the name. Coconut milk.
I owe you both an apology. I hastily agreed to what appeared to be an equitable agreement with this zombie child, when perhaps I should have undertaken further due diligence.
Never mind, Zhongli. You didn't know. As the Liyue proverb goes, all things are random and... So how are you supposed to predict anything? Literally no one could have seen this coming.
Excuse me, everyone. Did Chi-Chi say a bad thing?
Oh, sorry, but Paimon's gonna leave the job of shattering this poor kiddo's world to you.
No. Impossible.
Seems Chi-Chi took this pretty hard.
Someone learnt a valuable life lesson today, then. Thank you all for looking after my little Chi-Chi.
Might I ask who...
Ah, how rude of me. I'm Baiju, boss of the Boo Boo Pharmacy.
Paimon thought Chi-Chi was the boss. Turns out it's some wacko who wears medicinal ingredients around his neck. What a sorry state of affairs. This little mascot is even more of a simpleton than Chi-Chi. Ah! The snake is speaking! I prefer to stay silent, but faced with strangers, I must speak, lest you mistake me for an escapee from the medicine cabinet, for I am a living, breathing serpent!
Don't mind Chung-Sheng. She's a good girl, really. As for you three, communal chaos causing with Chi-Chi aside, what business brings you?
Do you sell everlasting incense in this fine establishment?
Everlasting incense?
Whew, at last! Things are finally starting to come together.
3 million mora. Top quality. Guaranteed.
You might as well just rob the Golden House! Oh, but the Qixing have taken it over for now. Security will be tighter than usual.
3 millones.
3 million. An innocuous number in and of itself, though practically speaking, it could be a hard sum to come by.
It's a crazy number. We'd never be able to make that much mora. And as for Mr. Zhongli, he's around 3 million short.
This is correct.
What are we gonna do? Is this the part where we go crawling back to child?
Cocoa goat. Cocoa goat. My sides hurt. Oh my goodness. I cannot believe you fell for that.
Hey, less laughter, more sympathy.
I'm almost in tears over here. Thank you. That was the best laugh I've had in a long time. In return, I'm more than happy to sort out this mess you've managed to get yourselves into. Excuse me,
Y
sir.
medio año
Dr.
después
Baiju,
sigo
isn't it?
leyendo y
Truly
leyendo.
honored. I'm Child, one of the Fatui Harbingers. Forgive my audacity, but I see a great many opportunities for us to collaborate in the future. If Boo Boo Pharmacy needed a stable supply of, say, coconut milk, the Fatui could help by setting up a robust and speedy distribution network.
Strange. I knew the Fatui infiltrated businesses with seductive deals, but so much fuss over coconut milk?
Coconut milk. Baiju, quick. Chi-Chi wants coconut milk.
Ah, yes, of course, Chi-Chi. Anything you want. Thank you, child. I look forward to a successful collaboration in the future. I can give you a discount on that everlasting incense too. Let's say
Se mamó. Nada más nos descontó 10,000.
That's like zero difference from
2,990,000. Also an innocuous number in and of itself, though practically speaking, it is a whole 10,000 less than the original
¿Qué voy a hacer? Voy a prostituir a...
Now that this is settled,
para
we must head
conseguir
back to
dinero, ¿o
Eugene
qué?
Terrace.
No
Mr.
manches.
Child, Dr. Baiju, little Miss Chi-Chi, see you soon.
Se mamó. Ni modo. Hay que hacer que la Paimon baile en el table.
That lot is an absolute riot. So, you've been eavesdropping, I hope?
Yes, Master Child. They spoke of the Qixing taking the golden...
Well. Ningguang and her Qixing cronies. What else would... I apologize, but I warned you, didn't I? As the old Liu saying goes, the walls have ears.
Ay, no mames. Ya espero que sea lo último porque la neta ya me está desesperando. Puro texto y más texto, como que ya, ¿no? Ya conseguí un peje lagarto. Ah, no manches, no ve. ¿Siguen ahí? Ya se fueron. Ah, rápido. Espero que ya sea la última cosa, porque no manches.
Well, as it stands, we've hired helpers, and we've acquired the everlasting incense.
Ah, todavía sigue esta mamada. No jodas.
Well, traveler, have you gained anything from our adventure so far? Odd.
No sé si experimentaba la riqueza. A la prueba.
Which is it, I wonder? The questions that such travels raise are ever so complicated. Well, I'll leave you to ruminate over
Que
it
sea tan
yourself.
dadivoso para que me dé las
As to
3 millones de
remuneration
mora.
for your help, I've decided to treat you to a meal. Oh, yes, don't worry. I will remember
Es
to bring the mora
neta.
this time. Tonight, I shall take you both to an old hole in the wall, praised throughout Liyue.
Oye, ¿qué es eso? ¿Qué es eso?
As in a cool restaurant?
Indeed. Let us meet near the harbor.
¿Me quieren llevar a una bodega? ¿Qué pedo? Eso no es algo. Cuando acabe me avisa para ver el giro. Ya estás. Ya estás, Manaki. Ay, otra vez. Ay, no mames.
No vale brincar.
Ah, you're here. The third round knockout is not for lightweights, like those taverns in Mondstadt. Here, the owner does not take such unorthodox orders as... I ordered some wine-fermented sweet rice balls for you, if that counts.
If it is to your liking, dear customers, I shall continue the tale of Lady Ning.
Hey, there's even a storyteller here. Great atmosphere.
Besides fine wine, The excellent ambiance is the reason why this place is so well loved. But when I say ambiance, I refer to a different sort from the one the Tevat travel guide uses to judge other establishments.
As you all know, high above the land of Liyue lies a pavilion in the clouds, a palace in the mist. What does it mean to have all-seeing eyes? This, my friends, Lady Ningguang's masterwork that bridges earth and sky. Imagine, the weather is clear, and you gaze down from the deck on the world below. Behold, the glorious sights of Liyue Harbor, stretching out far and wide. They say that when Lady Ningguang ponders important affairs, she retreats to her jade chamber with none but her 3 closest confidants in tow.
Órale, la sabrosota.
Why brings she these trusted 3 to sift through sources, dig through documents, looking for information?
Ahora, aguanta que termine la misión y ahorita me agrego ahí en el...
But well before the wall is filled, Lady Ningguang's mind is made up. Having made her call, she has every last document shredded, and whoosh, she scatters the shavings out her window. Ah, look at them, how they billow in the wind like a sudden swirling blizzard. As the fragments fall, traces of text flicker before the eyes of the merchants of Liyue, like ink stains in white snow. The saying goes, the rarest treasures in the land are the words brought by the paper snow. For the words of the Tianquan have the power to move mountains, and all throughout the land.
Órale, Ratrix.
These are but scraps of paper, and yet they guide Lady Ningguang's hand. Such is their value. Merely grasping 1 or 2 of them will surely gift you a fragment of her wisdom, enough to stay a step or 2 ahead of your peers.
Tianquan Ningguang. Feels like we're hearing this name a lot. Liyue locals talk about her. The Fatui hate her. She's most likely the one who hid the Exuvia, and we saw her at the Rite of Dissension. Huh. Paimon wonders what sort of person she is.
At last I have found you. You who returned from Jueyun Karst.
Who's there?
Wait, I am not with the Millelith, nor am I here to claim your bounty. However, I am an emissary of the Liyue Chising. My name is Ganyu, secretary at the Yuehai Pavilion, and I have come specifically to meet you.
Ya se les acabó. Ya. ¿A los 2? Así déjala. Que así la dejes. Salte del juego nada más. Si sabes salirte del juego.
I am serving as Lady Ningguang's special emissary.
Ningguang sent you? We were literally just talking about her.
My apologies, you who have returned from Jueyun Karst. I am duty-bound and cannot extend my courtesy to you in full. But I have with me a letter from Lady Ningguang. She extends a formal invitation to you in her capacity as Tianquan. She invites you to her palace in the sky.
Eso no se dice en línea.
Lady Ningguang said this. Invite her to come here. I wish to meet her. At the Jade Chamber, together we shall snip every one of these entwining dark threads.
Así déjala ya, así déjala. Continuará.
And with that, the emissary who called herself Ganyu just disappeared. But we've received an invitation from the Liyue Chising. Paimon still can't believe it. We'll be meeting people that have way more money than Paimon could ever count. We should be on our best manners.
An invitation to visit the Jade Chamber is a rare honor indeed. You'd best be on your way now. But don't forget about the rite of parting. Once you've finished at the Jade Chamber, meet me at Dihua Marsh.
Don't worry, we won't forget. Dihua Marsh.
No manches, voy para 2 horas. No, 2 horas y media y todavía no acaba. Ah, ya. Ah, por fin. Ah, todavía no se actualiza. Ahora sí, vamos a ver qué tal con la aplicación, a ver. Eh, 2 horas y media me eché con esa madre, no chingues. Ah, yo, vale. A ver, a ver. Dice que tengo que descargar la aplicación de en el celular. Esas son mis cuentas, Ratrix. No te preocupes, Ratrix. Esas son mis cuentas. Ahora sí, vamos a ver qué tal. Masnaki, ¿ya estás en el en vivo? Aparentemente ya está en el en vivo. Vamos con la operación Gira y Gana. Pues aquí vamos. La operación gira y gana. No sé si estás haciendo. Ah, ya estás. Vamos con el gachapón. Vamos a ver qué tal. Oh. Ah, no, ahí no era. Gachapón. La Shogun Raiden. Vamos por esa Shogun Raiden. Sí se puede. Sí se puede. Sí se puede. Ahí está. Sacarosa. Hoja fría. Una tirachina otra vez. Sombra férrea, ya la tengo. Garrote del debate. Juramento del arquero. Otra vez. Arco del cuervo. Hoja fría. Orbe esmeralda. Agua y hielo aumenta el 12% contra los enemigos afectados con hidro y crío. Órale. Es una alquimia. Ah, esta compa. Esta compa es de aire. Está caro. Nada. Nada interesante. Vamos por esos otros 10. Sí se puede, sí se puede. La Shogun Raiden. Ah, ya tengo dos. Ya. Shogun, Shogun. Vamos por esa Shogun. Ah, seas mamón. La gran espada del sacrificio. Espada del sacrificio. Espada surcacielos, ya la tengo. Otra surcacielos. Espada del alba. Borba negra. Sombra férrea. ¡Órale! No manches, creo que esa ya me la dieron. Bo- Ah, manches, me dieron un repetido, qué estafa. Me han embarajiñado. Al hacer daño por medio de una habilidad elemental, hay un 40% de probabilidad de reabastecer el TDE de esta habilidad. Este efecto puede activarse una vez cada 30 segundos. ¿Aún tienes chicharrones? No, ya me los acabé, tiene como 2 horas. No, sí, como 2 horas tiene que me acabar los chicharrones. Qué estafa. Vamos a ver qué me dan aquí. Espero ya. Ya, mis últimos gachapones. Espada sangrienta. Guía mágica. Otra espada del alba. Otro tirachinas. Arco del cuervo. Gran espada sangrienta. ¡Órale! Ah, es el compa de agua que tiene más. Mi compa Masnaki. La borja negra. Orbe esmeralda. Arco del cuervo. O sea.
Ah, está registrado. Después de tu derecho, yo no tengo un amigo.
Ah, ya no me alcanzó. La gran espada del sacrificio. Pide 50 deseos.
Ahí arriba, ya lo destruyeron.
Ni modo. Eso fue todo. No, se pasó de lanza.
Ah, se va a comida. Pero es un solo. Me llevan por la espalda.
Ah, lo voy a guardar. Tal vez lo ocupe más adelante. Mirada de orbe. Derrota a un enemigo, aumenta velocidad y aumenta velocidad.
No sé que ya te vas a morir. ¿Por qué? Ah, ya van a ganar. Nosotros.
Au. Dice, ah, no manches, la ardilla está automáticamente. Venga, ya estás. ¿Qué fue, carnala?
Oye, pasamos de la moto.
Pues a ver, pasen ustedes y ya me dicen. Sí. Sí, si gusta. A ver, pasen, a ver, ya ustedes dicen que si vale o no vale. Órale, órale, va. Ah, tengo la... Sí, a ver, creo que también ando en juego. Sí, están completas las lunas. A ver, a ver, a ver. De los dos que me dieron, ¿cuál me recomiendas? Creo que el vato es de agua, ¿no? A ver, vamos a ver qué tal nos va con eso. Ah, es ataque elemental. Cuando la maldición de Tengu otorga un bono de ataque a un personaje o golpea a un enemigo. Ah, papá, vayan ustedes. Ya le hablaste. Ah, pues. Ah, pues vamos caminando ahorita. Pues en 15 minutos vamos a estar esperando ahí. Pues ahora.
I never embark on a journey without a good book to accompany me.
I just need a moment to quickly take down some notes.
Bueno. Ok, ok, vamos. Bueno, hasta aquí dejamos el en vivo de hoy. Bueno, por ahorita.